everyone, back with another super quick Photoshop tutorial, and today we're going to talk about overlays and more specifically like sun flares and what they call light leaks. So first of all, if you go to Google and you search for light leaks, you're going to get a bunch of these kind of images, and these are what we're going to use to overlay on our photos to make them a little more interesting. This is another great way to make like sun flares and things like that. So you can just do like view image and copy this one to your desktop. I already did that. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull this straight into the photo here. And then we actually want like the light part to come up here. So we can go flip vertical, and then we can just change the size of this. And don't worry about it being pixelated. We're going to change the blend mode, so you're really not going to see any of those pixels. But another good thing that Photoshop really does is it does a good job of doing this math and kind of clearing that stuff up. So as soon as we hit apply, you can see a lot of that pixelation goes away. So now we have this. It's above our photo. So now what you have up here is you have this drop down that has a bunch of what they call blending modes. So right now it's on normal. But if you go through, as you click through different ones, you can see that the transparency and the effect that it has on the image below it, each one of them does something a little bit different, and it changes the color and it changes the effect. So if you're looking for something like really stylized, go through some of these blend modes and see kind of what they do. The one that we're gonna focus on right now is actually screen. So if we click on that, you can see it's letting a lot of the underlying image through. It's also making it very bright. So maybe this one is too bright. So the other option that you have is you can come over here to the opacity, and you can lower that opacity so it blends in with the underlying image. So you can see we have a nice kind of sun flare coming in from the side. And then the other cool thing that you can do is you can go through and you can put a mask on this. So if we grab our brush tool, click B, and we want to paint black because we have a white mask, we want to hide this layer, and we can go through and we can just paint some of this effect off of the car and some of the underlying areas. That way you just have that nice warm haze coming through on the front of the car, almost like the flare from the sun or the light was affecting the overall photograph, but it's just that one layer. You can do that with a bunch of different ones. So if you go through, like I showed you on Google, there are literally thousands upon thousands of these different ones if you just search light leaks. So you can go through and experiment with what different colors look like, different shapes, different things like that. I actually like this one. I've used this one a few times on some photos that I processed. So if you just kind of move the sun to where it would be, and then the problem you get on some of these is you can see right here we have a really harsh line, so you may have to go in if you move that outside of the work photograph area and just mask that away so it's a nice transition into the actual image. And then you can brush it more or less. Here's another one. Same thing. So if we go to this, we click screen. Same thing. Take the opacity down quite a bit on that. And you can just move that, or the other thing you can do is you can hit Command T and go into free transform, and you can kind of pull that up. So really quick, that's some light leaks. The other cool thing that you can do is, now this is going to look ridiculous on this image because it's obviously in a desert and it doesn't snow here, but let's say you go out and you take some photos in the snow, but it's not actively snowing at the time that you take those photos. What you can do is you can search for, like I search for snow on black in Google. So just come up here. So there's, again, thousands of images that you can choose from. I just quickly downloaded this one. So if you click on this, so on this one, if you just come up and you change the blending mode to screen, same thing. It's going to knock out all of that black, and you're going to be just left with the snowflakes falling on your car. So if you picture this with snow on the ground and all of that good stuff, you can imagine it would look somewhat realistic. So again, just a quick video. Hopefully you like this tip. Hopefully you use it. If you make something cool and you upload it to Instagram, make sure you tag me. I love seeing that stuff. So until next time, take care.